welcome to this reading. If you have found this video and clicked on it, then it's possible that you are going through some sort of stagnance, feeling stuck right now, and if that's the case, then this video is going to hopefully have some grounding messages for you for getting through this chapter of your life. I'm going to be channeling your spirit guides, my spirit guides, having our spirit guides commune and send messages that will hopefully help you and guide you and ground you through this chapter. So we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to shuffle some cards and we're going to see what's going on and why you feel stuck. Hopefully get some very grounding messages. Whoa, that was really loud. Nine of Crystals. This is a really good sign that you're probably not stuck. You're just in the phase where I wouldn't say... So I'm thinking of the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, all the way leading up to the Nine of Pentacles, which the Nine of Crystals are pentacles in this deck. The Seven of Pentacles is like planting seeds, planting crops. And then the Eight of Pentacles is sort of like watering those crops. It can be a card about perfecting something or mastering something. And then the Nine of Crystals is when you kind of find you've already kind of mastered something. You're like, it's the beginning of reaping what you sow. It's the beginning of the harvest. And then following the Nine of Pentacles is the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate like goal. That's the end goal where you have all of the money and the house and the car and everything. So the Nine of Crystals being here, the Nine of Pentacles being here is kind of telling me that you've been through probably a very long process of planting those seeds and mastering something, waiting for it to grow, and now you're kind of at the beginning stages of this Nine of Pentacles, where you're finally starting to see results. And it's possible that if you're still feeling stuck, even if you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy, that you're, how do I say this, like you're kind of in that beginning stage where things are still kind of like processing, things are still sort of lining up. So this is a really good energy. This is a really good sign that like you're not totally as stuck as you might think that you are. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's get some more cards. And we have the King of Wands. This is also really good because this is like very fast movement. This is very like, the King of Wands is someone, I usually say entrepreneurial. I hope I'm saying that right. I feel like I never say that right. Someone who gets things done, who takes action. Okay, we have Transformation, which is the Death card in this deck. Let's try to focus on the King back there. This is also very telling because it means that you are currently, you're in kind of a limbo where it's like things are starting to show themselves to you, but you're still feeling a bit like there's still a process to it. There's still some transformation happening below the surface, but it's this interesting like place that you're in where there's like a lot of transformation and processing, alignment happening, things falling out of your life so that new, better things can come in. Whoa. Kind of shuffled a little bit behind the camera and the Six of Swords came out. The Six of Swords is, it's really trying to focus on this king back here. It's really interesting that it like is really picking up on that. The Six of Swords is, again, leaving something behind. This can be a little bit transformational. It's kind of something that happens in the midst of a situation. So it's possible that this like limbo that you're in is due to a situation that is still trying to leave your life. This might be something that you do or don't have control over, but one way or another, whatever it is, you're meant to let something go. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. And then we have Akashic Records. I saw this card when I was first shuffling the deck before I even started recording. And I don't know why, but I was thinking about it and I was like, I wonder if that card's going to show up, and then it did. So it's very interesting. You might be very connected to your intuition right now. If your intuition is telling you to let anything go, since these two cards are very, like, they've been very prominent and like something needs to be let go, trust your intuition and try to start loosening your grip. The Akashic Records, though, are, yeah, it's very like intuitive. It is the library of the records of all that is, and it can kind of talk about like fate, alignment. It can talk about things happening again underneath the surface. There's still process going on. There's still things going on that you maybe don't even know or don't even understand yet. They haven't revealed themselves to you yet, or maybe they're not meant to yet. There's some aspect of you're kind of in this limbo because you need to have some faith, trust the universe. And I know that that's like, it's really hard to do when you're in a situation that, you know, there's a million things maybe relying on you. Like the example that I'm thinking of is like bills that really need to be paid, but you don't have the money to pay them right now. And you're just like, okay, where's the money going to come from? When is it going to come in? Like there's some sort of delay or like something's going on. And, you know, it's like, I have to make this happen, but like trusting the universe right now is not something that's easy. So, you know, that's kind of like an example of like what I feel, because I feel like we've all kind of been there, especially as spiritual people, trying to pay bills and like the money isn't coming in yet. And so you're just very like, I want to trust the universe, but it's really hard right now. But there is an element of needing to trust, needing to let go. Yeah, let's see if we can get more. Ooh, yeah, okay. Culmination. And I was just thinking about like the word grounding again. We have root chakra, and yeah, this just feels like I might not know the exact definition of culmination. I feel like it's one of those words where you like assume you know the meaning, but then like you actually have to describe it, and it's like I don't actually know the actual definition. But culmination, I think, is like I'm thinking of like, I could totally be wrong on this definition, but it feels like something building up, something like you're gathering things, you're gathering stuff to be prepared for something. I'm gonna have to look this word up after this because I could be totally wrong, but hey, we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna trust my intuition that the words coming out of my mouth are being channeled, because they are, that I'm channeling, you know, spirit. I'm just gonna kind of put this over here. The word on the left was hematite, the crystal or mineral in the imagery is hematite. I love that it has a temple on there as well. But yeah, I intended this reading to hopefully be very grounding. So root chakra coming out is very like, I feel like there's a calling to the people watching this video or listening right now to really ground, like take a deep breath, and if you can visualize, try to visualize roots growing out of you into and going into the earth. That's a very common grounding practice. Maybe just pause the video for a moment and give that a shot, just to ground and hopefully be able to receive these messages a little bit more clearly and calmly. Yeah, third eye. We have so much, and it says lapis lazuli and consciousness. We have so much like about intuition here. Death is related to Scorpio, and Scorpio, in my opinion, is one of the most like psychic and intuitive signs. And so we do have just so much energy around intuition and knowing, like an inner knowing, following your calling as well could be very important right now. And then I'm also going to get some oracle cards. The Anointed. Oh my gosh. I was literally just talking about following your calling. It says answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts. King of Wands, you're not actually stuck right now. Actually, there's a process happening. There are things happening behind the scenes, but your spirit guides, I'm hearing get off the couch. Your spirit guides are telling you that you can take some action. It might not change much. It might not totally change everything that you're going through right now. It might not completely get you out of this stuck feeling, but taking some sort of action, even if it's small, is going to be extremely beneficial for you right now, and it will kind of help you feel a little less stagnant. The sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. This is interesting, a little bit contradictory to, or seemingly contradictory to what I was just saying about getting up, getting moving, taking action. But I actually see this as taking restful action, taking action towards rest, or it could even be, you could be being called to actually take that action towards actually sitting down and resting. A lot of the time when we are really stressed or when we really want movement and we really want something to happen, the universe is actually trying to get us to slow down, and we don't listen because we really want to force something to happen. And this could be saying that you're really meant to slow down right now. You can take grounded action. You can take action that is still honoring yourself, honoring your needs, honoring self-care and rest. You can take small actions towards your goals or towards whatever this new chapter of your life is, trying to become. This really feels like a liminal space where you're in between who you are now and who you're becoming. I'm gonna get another card. We have the Sun, joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. I love this because there's this beautiful balanced energy of, like, how do I describe it? It's this energy of being both grounded, taking things slow, taking things easy, but also taking action, still allowing yourself to enjoy life, to experience joy, and really, like, there's, this emphasis on vitality, playing, and just enjoying this downtime. I feel like things are going to pick up, especially if you are like a business owner or you're someone who like works I don't know, somewhere where like whenever you're watching this, this is a timeless reading, but whenever you're watching this, like maybe the holidays are coming up, or maybe the holidays are just coming to an end. I know we're in December, halfway through December right now as I'm recording this. So it could be that work is going to be picking up. You're going to have a lot of stuff that you have to do and get done. And the universe is trying to get you to slow down so that you can prepare for this new chapter of your life where things are a lot busier. Maybe you are having to pack a lot of orders for your business, or maybe you're having to, you're fully booked in your business. Maybe you're, focusing on posting every day. You could even be a parent, and maybe you have a little bit of time right now to kind of slow down and enjoy life. Maybe you're on vacation or going on a vacation soon. There's something about like needing to take a rest, and then things are going to be picking up. So you're kind of getting prepared for this fast-paced energy that's going to be coming in. So yeah, let me get a few more tarot cards. I just want to get some more reassurance. What reassurance can we get from Spirit? Oppression. I believe this is the Devil card in the Rider-Waite Tarot. We have the Seven of Swords. Oh. We have the Page of Crystals. The Page of Crystals is really nice. It's really telling here that, yes, there is a seed that's been planted. There is something growing. I feel like the Seven of Swords here, I'm sort of getting that feeling of needing to rest, but the Seven of Swords is typically something happening that leaves you feeling like this could be self-neglect. It's often about like getting away with something, but usually I know a lot of people will read this like someone's doing something behind your back, and that can definitely be very true, but to me this is a very self-reading. Like this has nothing to do with other people. I'm not really getting, any other person's energy other than yours in this reading. This is feeling more like if you were to, like, this is like more confirmation that you do need to rest or to enjoy life right now and take this as an opportunity. Because if you don't, it's going to feel like, when you come into this new chapter of your life, like you've neglected yourself. This feels more like a self-neglect energy, especially with the Devil here being bad habits. This just feels very much like confirmation to take some time to enjoy life right now, take care of yourself, and that's really all that you need to be doing. And I think that if you do trust this, you're going to be able to move into this new chapter where new things are starting, new beginnings are happening. You're going to be able to move in it with a clear mind, with you're going to be fully feeling like yourself. This almost feels like you're stepping into a version of yourself and feeling totally comfortable in this version of yourself, in your skin. It's like when we're trying to manifest something, sometimes it can be hard to feel like we're actually in the feeling or the place that we are trying to get to, the person that we're trying to become. It can be hard to really feel into that and get inspired and motivated to do the things that you need to do to get there, to take action. And this is something that I know I've personally experienced, where like I'm trying to do something. I have a goal and I'm trying to get it to manifest, but it's really hard to take action because I just feel like I'm faking it, or I feel like I'm not there yet. And it's just, it destroys any motivation. And this is really just like needing to push past that, needing to push past that feeling. Ooh, okay. Yeah, more confirmation on alignment. We have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about alignment. It's about, it can be about soulmate connections, but again, I'm not really feeling anyone else's energy here but yours, but the people who are tuning into this video, and it's likely that you guys don't know each other. But yeah, this is all your energy. We have the Eight of Swords. This is typically anxiety or frustration. It can be like feeling trapped, but really, like the swords they're around you, but they're so spread out here. Like you can move around these swords without getting hurt. And so what the Eight of Swords usually is like, there is a way out of this. There's a way to move out of this stagnancy, but you really have to take the blindfold off. You have to, I'm hearing trust again. Even if the blindfold's on, even if you can't see where you're going, follow Spirit's voice. That's what I'm like hearing. Yeah. I just want to tune into this card for a second and kind of all of the energies that we have here. This card is really pretty. I really like the scenery around it, and it feels like this space is very like dark. It's a little secluded because we've got like the mountains up here, but it almost looks like there's a skull right here. I don't know if you can see that. And then we have the Ankh here, which is like a symbol of life and healing. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure that there's other meanings for it, but that's just what I have learned. But yeah, and then there's this vast openness of the universe up here, and it feels very, very much like, as soon as you get around these swords and you climb over these hills, you can see the vast openness of the universe, of the world. Ooh, wow, I just got hit with this like dreamy feeling. It feels like an astral projection or something, or someone is in the astral realm, or maybe someone is trying to astral project. This feels very much like you're so connected to your intuition right now, and it's really important that you listen to your intuition, you trust your intuition. This is a very intuitive group, whoever is watching this. And yeah, I feel like finishing off this message by saying Spirit is leading you exactly where you want to be. And you're already on the right path. If that is a concern that you've had, yes, you are on the right path. And I think that Spirit is just kind of trying to nudge you. They're trying to get you to kind of like get moving, like what earlier when I had heard get off the couch, which doesn't mean stop resting, but I think that you're meant to balance rest and rejuvenation and play and fun with practical action steps. So, this could be a group that maybe is coming out of a depressive episode or has been struggling with depression or anxiety, especially with the Eight of Swords. I know the Nine of Swords is more about like anxiety, but the Eight of Swords to me is also this anxiety, this feeling of entrapment, which can be like claustrophobia or, anxiety. They're very similar and, kind of go hand in hand sometimes. If you have claustrophobia, you definitely have anxiety. But I mean, I'm not a doctor, so, but I know I have claustrophobia and I get very anxious when I'm feeling trapped, stuck, even, in traffic or in my room. If I've been cooped up for too long, I just get this anxiety and this feeling like I need to get out, I need to do something. And I'm feeling like this group is like, you could even be trapped in your own mind or trapped in your own, depression or a slump. Like you just feel this, like, I need to like come out of my shell. I need to come out of this cocoon. I feel so trapped. I feel like nothing's moving, nothing's working out. There's nothing new, but there are like new things. There's new seeds that are sprouting right now. You are about to be able to harvest with that Nine of Pentacles that we had at the very start, which is a great way to start off a reading with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like that's a really good start to the reading. But yeah, this group, your spirit guides are trying to kind of like nudge you forward gently, very gently. Like this doesn't feel like a get up and get moving right now, like a drill sergeant. Like it's not like that. This is like very, okay, we have gotten everything aligned for you. It's like, okay, I'm hearing dinner's ready. Dinner's ready. Like, the seeds, like they've been planted, they've been harvested, they've been like cooked. The cabbages are ready. I don't know, the carrots are ready. We're making the stew, the food, the dinner is ready, and it's all on the table waiting for you. But it's like, oh my God, I have to get up, I have to get off the couch, I have to stop watching TV. You're kind of like in this comfort zone where it's like everything's pretty much ready. There might be a little bit of waiting or a little bit of like, I don't know, waiting to set the table. Theoretically, or not theoretically, what's the word that I'm looking for? I guess just like as an example of, to kind of compare to, this feels like pretty much everything's ready. It's just like mom said, hey, come set the table. And you're like, oh, I don't want to set the table. I just want to eat. But you have this one last step that you need to take. It's just setting the table. You just gotta get the forks and the knives and the napkins out and the plates, and then you can eat, or feast. I'm hearing feast. Like there's so much abundance and love and just so much coming in for you, but and it's all ready. It's just that like there's one last little step that you need to take, to compare this to like an actual possible scenario for you. Like let's say that you're trying to, and I always bring this up because this is my own personal experience, and my, things that I've been through in my life. It's like you're trying to start a business and it's like you have everything, you have all the tools, you have the inventory, you have whatever you need, but you're like, oh, I have to start an Instagram account, I have to make a post, or like I have to apply to a market, and it's like the outcome is already lined up. You've done everything that you need to line it up, but you just have to get over this one last hurdle. And I would say, again, like balance taking action and trusting the universe. There is an element still here that you can't control, that is sort of like timing based, but as soon as you kind of get moving and you start to get the ball rolling, the universe is going to guide that ball in the right direction. So yeah, this is pretty much all that I'm seeing for you. I really hope that this reading was reassuring, especially if you are feeling like you're in a slump or you're stuck right now or you're not feeling like yourself. There is an element of kind of just enjoying where you are right now and also pushing forward gently just a little bit. So yeah, I will leave all of my links to where you can get personal readings, where you can find my other YouTube channel where I post subliminals and healing frequencies, and I'm going to be posting some meditations on there eventually as well. I'll leave those linked in the description below. I'll also leave my social media in case you want to follow me anywhere else. Yeah, and I would be so grateful if you commented and let me know either how this resonated or if you made it all the way to the end. I would love if you commented any sort of, let's say, how about like moon or star emojis? Like, get creative and like put some moons and stars in the comments. I would love to know who is actually watching my readings all the way through. It would like make me so happy to see a bunch of people watching my readings all the way through and listening to me yap. But yeah, I hope that overall this video has been a nice little tarot therapy session for you, a place to kind of ground and go with the flow and trust the universe and trust your intuition as well. So yeah, all those links will be in the description. I would love if you subscribed, left a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so grateful for you. Bye.